Okay, so I thought I'd do an explanation on and break down that second solo from Manhattan. Not necessarily teach how to play the whole solo, but just give you an insight on how Eric Johnson thinks in terms of more specifically spread triads and pentatonics. And we all know how great he is with the pentatonic scale and how he's really explosive with it, and it's just his thing, isn't it? But the spread triads thing is a thing I want to talk about as well, and he uses this in his chord playing, in his rhythm, and his solos. So firstly, I'll explain what a spread triad is. Well, we need to know what a triad is first. Okay, it's 3 notes. Let's just take a major triad. So we'll take B, okay? So here's a B major triad, okay? I'm taking the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th of the chord B major. And this is the triad of B major, okay? So B major, if I take the scale, okay? You take the 1, the 3, and the 5. That's your B major triad, okay? So this is a close position B major triad. So B, E flat, F sharp. What you do to make that a spread triad, take the middle note. In this case, in the root position, it would be E flat, and we're going to put an octave higher. So now we have the 1st, the 5th, we put the 3rd higher. So this would be your B major spread triad, like your root position. And you can hear already how pretty that sounds. So that was the chord originally. Now we have this. So Eric Johnson uses a lot of spread triads in his chord playing, and he uses it in the solo I've just played there as well, which I'll explain in a sec. So this is your B major spread triad root position. Now what we can do is we can take that and, from every interval, say on the low E string. You can play it on the other strings, the A and the D string as well, but let's just take it from the E string and just explain the concept, because it's not too hard to understand. So then we're going to find the 3rd of B on the E string, which would be here. So if we have, this would be the first inversion now, so the first inversion would be the 3, the 5, and then the 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the 5 and put it up an octave higher. So you'd end up having, oh sorry, what am I doing? Yeah, so 3, 3, 1, and this is your 5. This would be your sharp 5, sorry. So it'd be 3, 1, 5. So this would be your first inversion spread triad of B. So you'd have, okay, and then your next one would be from the 5th. So I'm playing from the 5th of B. I mean, I could do it down here. Okay, so I've got the 5. I drop the 1 now and put it an octave higher. So my 5, my 3, and then my 1. Okay, so that's essentially what spread triad is. And you could do the same with minor. So if I had a minor triad, so instead of the 3rd, I have a flat 3. So make the 3 octave higher. So this would be my root position for the low E string. Spread triad. So this would be my flat 3, 1, and then 5. 5, flat 3, 1. So again, I would have. And then you could do it from the inversions as well of the A string. So say if I had my 3rd, this would be my 3rd, my 5, and my 1. So I would drop the 5, so make it an octave higher. So that'd be my B major as well. So it's about seeing the triads around the neck. Okay, so you need to know them in closed position first. Okay, so it'd be all that. If you know your cage system and all that. I never really think of it as the cage system. I can just be able to pinpoint the triads of where they are, and knowing where you're playing around the neck, knowing where you're 1, your 3, your 5, and that goes without saying. So definitely do that first before you're doing the spread triads. Okay, but yeah. So once you know the major and minor, then you can go on to do the diminished and augmented as well. So yeah, but back to my point. So from the solo, the opening line of the solo, if I play it, is just whack the distortion. Is the Okay, now this solo is in the key of F sharp. Okay, so he's thinking it's all very diatonic. It's E flat minor, and he's just E flat minor pentatonic, as well as F sharp major and E flat minor, natural minor. Okay, so it's all in that scale. There's no real hiccups along the way. But the opening line, that is a spread triad. He is playing a B major. Okay, I'll just do it in this position so you can see what I'm doing. He's playing a B major. He's going 1, 5, and then he's playing the third up above. Now he does that a lot. You hear that sound. So that, the solo, again, so I'm playing the 14th fret A string, 16th fret D string, 16th fret B string. So that is you play it like that, it'll ring out. So that is a B major triad. I'm playing the 1, I'm dropping the 3, and I'm putting an octave higher. So, this is all diatonic as well. I don't want to do a breakdown of the solo, but if you do want me to do the solo, teach you it, please let me know below and I will break the whole thing down for you. But just wanted to do the specific parts which I found were interesting and what Eric is known for. So you've got, okay, and here, that is a really nice spread triad lick. And again, this is all diatonic. So he goes from the root, hits the second, slides into the flat 3 of E. But it's basically, sorry, I'm thinking that from E flat. It's from the F sharp there, really. Okay, because he's doing a spread triad of F sharp. So he's approaching that F sharp. Okay, being the 1. Again, same shape as what we did here. Does it here, and then he slides up to the 12th fret, and then double picks that 9, and then hammers onto the 14 of the high E. So you've got, sorry, okay. So the first one. I just find that's a really nice way to play, you know. He's playing all diatonically. It's all within that key, okay, but it's just, he's seeing it from the chord, so he's seeing this from chord 1. Okay, so it's good to know where your spread triads are in the key. If we're in F sharp, obviously this would be knowing it's major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. So, okay, so it's just good to know where they are, right, in the key, so you can, you know. And you hear that sound a lot. He jumps. It's classic Eric Johnson. Okay, but that he's already done it twice within the space of what, 10 seconds. Okay, so that is the spread triad kind of aspect of how he uses it. He's used them in the rhythmic playing, what kind of based upon, you know, quickly at the beginning. I'll probably do another lesson on this where it's a bit more in depth. But I just wanted to explain quickly what a spread triad was, and he uses it in the soloing. So, like taking the chords in the key, and he's in this instance he's using the root, 5th, 3rd, and here root, 5th, 3rd of the chord he's over, which is the F sharp. So. So it's a really nice thing to be able to see the chords in your lead playing as well. It's not just playing rhythmically, but you can just switch into the spread triad kind of idea. when you play. The end run, I want to have a look at that, the pentatonics, because it wouldn't be an Eric Johnson kind of lesson without the pentatonics. So this kind of he plays. Pretty cool little run. So I'm just going to break that whole thing down actually. Okay, so he's starting on, he's doing a minor triad here, closed position, E flat minor triad from the root, so there'll be 11 on the E, 9 on the A, and then 8 on the D. And it's a slight bend on that last, on the 5th, as in my interval being the 5th. Okay, so, and then this little run here, I'm going from my 4th, which is my 11th fret on the A string, 8 on the D string, 9 on the D, 11 on the D, and then sliding up into the pentatonic position 1, okay, of E flat. So landing on the little finger here. You could go and 3rd finger and come in, so it'd be a bit more, I don't know, natural in terms of how you would play the scale. But for me, it's so fast when you get to that run, I would use your little finger. So from there, which I'm on my root, okay, on the D string, I go straight to the G and work my way up the pentatonic scale, okay, until I finish on the flat 3, which is the 14th fret on the high E. Okay. So from there, I slide to position 2 of my E flat minor pentatonic. Okay, if you know that position. So I'm sliding up with my little finger. Okay. Hands are freezing. It's so cold today. Right. Okay, and then I'm going to pull off to my flat 3, which is my 14th fret on the high E. Okay, this is the end run. So, nice little pentatonic position 2 kind of lick going on here. So I'm going 16, pull off to 14, 16 to 14 on the B, and then landing on the 15th fret, which would be my 5th, okay, which is my 5th, and then slide down with my middle finger to the 4th, which would be on the 13th fret G string, and then end on the flat 3 on the 11th fret on the G string. So slowly. Apologies, went into the went into that note then, but it's quite a nippy one. Let me play the solo in full whilst here. Actually, wind it back to the start of the video. You can see it played in its entirety. So yeah, I just wanted to break that down really. Spread triad, some of the pentatonic stuff. I'm going to be doing a full cover of Manhattan in the next week or so. So I'm going to upload that with the first solo, and I'll break that down as well, and the slide solo, which I'm still trying to learn because at the moment it's sounding like a cat dying, so not perfect. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions about that, and I'll answer them below. Amazing.